Coaches Weekly. I'm CJ Sellner here with head women's basketball coach Rusty Rogers. Coach, up and down week this week for you guys. Starts off with a low against Concordia, Wisconsin, who really is kind of separating themselves as one of the best teams in the conference this year. Then you guys come out against Edgewood, really kind of come out strong in that first quarter, and the third quarter you just kind of ran away with it. But a good week, 1-1. You want to be 2-0, but it's not a bad week at all.
Just concerned about the, we talked about this roller coaster ride that we're on, and it seems like every day it's a roller coaster. It's in practice, it's in games. We just got to start playing with some kind of consistency. So really trying to figure this thing out.
Now, we got to talk about, we'll move right ahead to that Edgewood game. Really, you had a couple pieces come alive. Erin Jacobson, I thought, played fantastic, and she's really come off the bench and played fantastic. You changed the starting lineup, and she fit right in. And then Jasmine Colley, just your defensive spark plug, really just got things going, and really, Edgewood didn't know what to do with that press at all.
Yeah, looking at the whole situation and the way the season's been going, I'm thinking now that I need to adjust my lineups, adjust my rotations according to the personnel that we're playing against. And I usually don't do that, and that's kind of what we did there against Edgewood. We went a three-guard offense, got Erin into the starting lineup, really gave us a spark starting off with. I was concerned about our bench then, how the rotation was going to work out, but it worked out just fine. So Erin and then Jasmine, like you said, she's bringing it every single game, and it's just, putting her in that game and getting that energy going, it's been such a key for us.
Now we got a couple other players to talk about. Taylor Jacobson, Cougar Female Athlete of the Week. She has just really come alive this year. She has just really taken over in the scoring column. She's able to hit from outside, inside. And the biggest thing I think is her ability to be able to get to the hoop. She's a couple steps quicker this year, and it's really paying off for you guys and able to open up the offense on the outside.
And Taylor's a great NCAA Division III story. I mean, there's a girl that came in that hardly played in high school and has just worked her tail off to get where she is. She's a junior now. She's got adequate playing time freshman and sophomore year just to get her feet wet, and then she just takes it to another level, and it's all on her. I mean, she really worked her tail off over the summer, got herself in great shape, and is in the gym quite often, and it's paying off for her, and she's really been a catalyst for us.
Now, and we also have to talk about Courtney Love. We've talked about her before. It's without saying, you guys go as she goes. But now she's getting recognition, getting ranked in the NCAA in steals, assists. She's having another phenomenal year that's really just helping everybody out. You guys have 3 scores in double figures on the year. The scoring's being able to be spread out, and you have other bench pieces that are starting to come alive that are really helping this offense kind of shape into what you want it to be this year.
Yeah, Courtney's improved like at least one aspect of her game every year I've been with her. And this year it's her shooting percentage. She's shooting like 58% on the year, which is phenomenal for a point guard, unheard of for a point guard. And she's continuing the assist and assist turnover ratio has been good, and then the steals. So the foul situations that she gets herself into is still a running problem for us. But when she's out on the floor, we're a different team. And even against Edgewood, she got into a little bit of foul trouble. There was a 5 or 6 minute span where she didn't get onto the floor, and we lost our big lead. So her importance to this team it's a little scary actually, because we rely on her so much, but that just is an attribute to, that's just a tribute to her.
Now I feel like also with that, that gap is getting narrowed a little bit by the ability of Erin Jacobson and her ability to be out on the floor. And I feel like her IQ's really come alive this year. And when she has to run the point, when Courtney's out on the floor, she's doing a lot better job and really kind of keeping things as best as she can.
Yeah, no question. She's getting more and more comfortable handling that lead guard position. There was a concern in the offseason trying to find another lead guard type player to fill in for Courtney when she wasn't out on the floor, and Erin has stepped up and taken that upon herself. So the 2 Jacobsons and Courtney Love, I think we got 3 of the best guards in the conference.
Now we look ahead to this week. It's finals week here at Concordia, so not a lot going on in terms of games. Your schedule gets a little bit crazy with the finals and getting everybody in, but realistically, you guys get some afternoon practices. There's no other distractions during that practice time. And then you guys get ready for a Wisconsin Lutheran team that's been really the perennial powerhouse in the NAC for a long time. You guys have taken a couple good shots at them over the years. And I feel like if this team shows up like they have in certain situations, MSOE and certain quarters against Edgewood, you guys can take a shot and not miss this time against Wisconsin Lutheran.
I really believe that we're as good as anybody team in the conference at any given moment. The problem is that given moment hasn't been too frequent. So it's just a matter of getting up there to Wisconsin and playing at our best to beat Wisconsin Lutheran. If we have these lulls in our game again, it's going to be very, very difficult for us to win, especially on the road against that team. They're just so well coached and so experienced. They have so much confidence. But as I said, and our players believe this, we're as good as anybody at any given moment. We just got to play with better consistency.
And I think part of that is just coming out of the locker room strong, because in that Concordia-Wisconsin game, they came out and really kind of took it to you guys in that first quarter. And against these really good teams, it's not easy to bring yourself back because they know how to play their game. And a lot of these teams in the NAC, they slow the game down, which is the opposite of what you guys do. And when you can't get into that transition running game, that's when teams kind of started taking advantage of using their size and getting things inside.
Yeah, no question. And that size differential between the Wisconsin Lutherans and the Concordia Wisconsins and us has really played a big factor in our games in the past couple of years and already this year. So we got to figure out a way to neutralize that, play with more consistency, and like you said, come out and play better. So yeah, we'll give it a shot.
Well, we look forward to seeing you guys back out on the floor. Cougars back out on the floor on Saturday. They head to Wisconsin Lutheran, getting ready to close out the road trip, the longest one of the season. You can find the links for those games at cucougars.com. For head coach Rusty Rogers, I'm CJ Sellner. Thank you for watching Coaches Weekly.